go!
We have some awesome experiences for you guys.
I'm so excited! 4.5 tons of food.
My stomach just dropped.
Oh
and cold.
my goodness.
G and I are here at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida, on a top secret mission. All we've been told is that we'll be helping out behind the scenes at Disney's Animal Kingdom in a special experience designed just for us.
Oh, that's great. Hey.
Hey, G. Hey, Blake. How you doing?
Hey.
Great. I'm Matt. I work with the animals here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Cool.
I'm Matt Hahn. I'm the Animal Operations Director for Disney's Animal Kingdom and Animal Kingdom Lodge. So we've got an awesome experience planned for you guys.
I'm so excited.
You ready? So first things first, here are your name badges.
Great.
Okay, need you to wear those. And just to warn you, the animals get up really early, so I'm gonna need you back here bright and early tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
Will do.
Okay, we'll
See
see you
you then,
later.
Matt.
Blake and G were great kids to meet. Very, very engaged, very excited, wanting to learn about all that we do.
We had to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning, but it was all worth it because we got to go to the Animal Nutrition Center, and we really didn't know what we were getting into or what was going to happen.
Hey, Matt told us to come here.
Oh, welcome. Hi, G.
Hi.
Hi, Blake.
Hey.
Welcome to the Animal Nutrition Center. I'm Gary Renard, Zoological Manager for Disney's Animal Kingdom. Let's get started.
Sure.
So Gary took us into this freezing refrigerator.
It was like a blizzard in there. It was really chilly.
This is our browse cooler.
Oof, definitely a cooler.
Yeah, we try to keep this nice and cool so we can make sure it's all fresh for our animals.
So what is browse exactly?
Browsers are animals who like to browse off the leaves and branches, like rhinos, elephants, giraffe. We have a nutritionist on staff that oversees all the diets for all the animals for Disney. Here at the Animal Nutrition Center, we develop uncompromising excellence in animal nutrition and welfare, and we prepare over 1,000 diets a day, which equals out to about 4.5 tons a day.
Wow, 4.5 tons of food. Now that's a lot of food.
Our total animal count here is well over 10,000. So it was good to ground Blake and G in how we do what we do. Let them do some diet preparations themselves.
So my task was to actually weigh grapes and blueberries and peanuts. It's a very important process to make sure the animals are, getting the right type of nutrition, the right size grapes, and the right portions.
Blake was counting blueberries and peanuts individually for the animals while I was hauling the giant bamboo and lugging the carts around.
I saw G working in the background. I'm sure she was working very hard, but my job was meticulous and challenging.
Get mad, baby.
One of the main things that we do here with all the animals at the Animal Kingdom is making sure that we can provide enriching environments for them.
So my next assignment was to make paper mache balls for an animal here at the park. I made a flour and water mixture, and I dipped strips of paper in the flour water mixture and laid them atop an inflated beach ball. And I kept doing that until the beach ball was completely wrapped in this paper flour water mixture. This feels just like arts and crafts class. And I let it harden, and I deflated the beach ball. Gotta get this ball out so the animal doesn't eat it. Voila.
Then I had to haul this tree to a big savanna, and you really felt like you were in Africa. It was crazy. And I got to meet Brian, who was the zoological manager.
The best part of my job is just being around the animals every day. Everything we do with these animals is based on a relationship that we forge with them.
Hey, Brian, Matt said that you wanted this.
I've been expecting you, and I'm glad you came. I got something special planned for us.
Awesome.
And once we're done with our little project, some of these animals will be glad you came too.
And then we got to set out food for this animal. I didn't know what it was.
And you don't have to be neat and tidy. Anywhere is fine.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Okay. You just put it anywhere and everywhere, and you can't put it in a big pile because the most dominant animal will take that pile for itself. So you got to put it sparingly so everyone gets a chance. They eat this like candy.
They do. This is actually some of their favorite stuff.
This is a good one. That's a nice thick one.
That's a nice thick one. So they'll actually eat all the leaves off, usually first, and then they'll come back for these kind of what we call the bones, kind of like if you're eating chicken wings.
Yeah. At that point, I still didn't know what the animal was, so I was like, what kind of animal could eat this? This is my last piece here.
Perfect. All right, so now that we finished that, we'll go ahead and leave the habitat and go to a better area to watch the animals enjoy our work.
Okay, let's go.
Great. All right. G did a fantastic job. She's a little green yet, but we can work on that. We'll get her out here a few more times, and we got to get a shovel in her hands for sure.
Before the animals are released into their habitats in the morning, I join the animal keepers to safely set out enrichment items for the day.
Hey, I was told to bring this here?
Yeah, Blake, are you ready to go?
Sure.
I'm Angela, and I'm an animal keeper here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
I'm Nick, and I'm also an animal keeper here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Whoa. This looks just like King Louis's palace.
Crazy.
Is this habitat for orangutans?
This habitat is not for orangutans, but Walt Disney Imagineering did design it to look like ruins in India that are hundreds of years old. Even though it looks pretty old, it actually has only been here since 1998.
Sweet. I looked around and I noticed the frescoes on the wall. And then I realized, wait, you guys said we're giving this paper mache to animals. You never told me that the animals were tigers, which totally caught me off guard.
The paper mache ball is going to allow our tigers to scratch it up and rip it up into pieces.
Sounds like fun to me.
To make it a little more exciting, we're actually going to add some scent to it.
Oh, cool.
Today we're
go
using
ahead.
peppermint.
All right. Smells good.
Yeah. All right, that looks great. Let's place it right here.
All right.
Today we also had Blake use some cloves on our leaf pile. We like to try a variety of scents because they might prefer one over another, or individuals might like one over another as well.
The pumpkin pie spice is one of their favorite spices. We kind of just found that going through a number of spices, and they just really enjoy it.
We actually had Blake spray some perfume as well. That's another scent enrichment that we use.
The smellier the perfume, the better they seem to like it.
The zoologist told me that the tigers go crazy for it, but it smelled kind of stinky.
Before we let the animals into their habitat for the day, let's go to the guest viewing area.
Great.
The keepers are really the core of what we do, and the role that G and Blake played this morning was really, really important to the daily husbandry of the animals.
Then we actually went back to a viewing area, which was really cool, and I got to see the surprise animal. Oh my gosh. And I've only seen real elephants in movies, and I couldn't believe it. It really did look like a scene from the Jungle Book movies.
1, 2, 3, 4. Keep it up. 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
So that's our largest female elephant. She's the oldest female that we have. Currently, we have 12 elephants at the park. We have 4 males and 8 females, ranging in age from 1 year all the way up to 33 years. So these elephants right here, these are African elephants.
Yeah.
Which is a little different than what you'd see in the Jungle Book. Those are Asian
What's different
elephants.
about them?
African elephants are generally a little bit bigger than Asian elephants, and they look a little different. They have larger ears. Their ears, some people say they look like the continent of Africa. And Asian
that's
elephants have
true.
much shorter triangular ears. We put the browse out there so the elephants will enjoy as much of that habitat as possible. They'll utilize as much of that space as possible.
Elephants eat browse like candy, so they absolutely loved it. Oh, he just cracked that
Breaking bones.
bone.
Yeah.
Breaking bones. So they use their trunk as like a 5th arm, basically.
That trunk actually goes down and is able to pick up the browse. The other difference between African and Asian elephants is African elephants actually have 2 fingers on the end of their trunk.
Okay.
Asian elephants only have 1.
There was a big one, and then there was 2 sisters, and then the little boy who reminded me of Junior from the Jungle Book.
Pop, the man cub and I are friends.
Oh my gosh, there's the little one. And who takes care of?
Elephants, they're very social animals, and they hang out in a group in a very tight-knit herd.
Are they very family-oriented?
Very family-oriented, and one of the really neat things about elephants is that when they have calves, it's everybody's job to help take care of them.
That's so sweet. Takes a village.
Exactly.
How delightful.
Tigers aren't my favorite animals, so when I first saw the tigers in their environment, my stomach just dropped. I've never seen a tiger that close.
Oh my gosh, they're huge. Oh my gosh. Whoa.
Watching the tigers interact with the paper mache ball I made was really, really cool. Watching them interact with the spices that I laid along the logs, the spices actually smells really good. Oh, look at them rubbing against the log. That's the pumpkin pie spice we put on it.
They actually are going to try to get that scent all over them, and one of the behaviors we're hoping to see is flamin', and it's actually a way that they are able to learn about their environment, and they're able to determine things like if another animal has been in the area, what kind of animal it was, how long ago it was in there. So we are able to replicate that in this environment.
It almost looks like she's smiling.
That's it. That's the behavior we're looking for.
And they can even go swimming right here.
Yes, tigers actually have to have water as part of their habitat selection. So in the hot summertime, they spend quite a bit of time in the water.
It was really cool seeing the tigers interact with things that I laid out and I helped make.
See the gorilla up there?
Yeah, look right there.
Yeah, so what he's done is he's collected things like the browses that he's eating there, and he's just sitting down enjoying a snack.
They're silverbacks, right? They
That's
have
exactly right.
silverbacks.
Uh-huh.
And how many do you have in this area?
So in this area here, we have 4 silverbacks.
Okay, cool.
And then in another area, we have a family group with another silverback. So one of the cool things that we do here is we have the animals participate in their own health care. So just like you would go to a doctor's office and get your blood pressure read, they will allow us to get a blood pressure reading through a blood pressure cuff. They'll come up, present their chest for us at the barrier in their night house, and then we can get a really good look at their heart.
Amazing. And keep them healthy.
And keep them healthy, right? Because gorillas in general, unfortunately, suffer from heart disease. We want to make sure that we can get those readings without having to put them under anesthesia.
How do you build the trust with the gorillas and have enough trust for them to let you do that?
It takes a long time, and to be honest with you, we have the best people in the world at what they do working right here.
The silverback gorillas that I saw, that was really cool because they're actually really smart.
I took G and Blake on the Kilimanjaro Safari because that is really the flagship of Disney's Animal Kingdom. And it really highlights all the great work that we do here as far as exhibiting animals in different ways. We've got 2 male hippos right down here in the water.
Oh my God.
See that?
Whoa. That's unbelievable.
Isn't that cool?
Whoa.
Yeah, so look
Oh
at
my gosh.
we have
Are those alligators or crocodiles?
Those are Nile crocodiles.
We're really in the jungle now.
We are in the jungle.
It's happening.
In the jungle. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
And
Look at the giraffes.
Giraffes.
Look at those giraffes.
Seeing G's reaction really is what makes it all worthwhile. It reinvigorates us.
Whoa.
So,
Look right there. The Kilimanjaro Safari was so fun. I really felt like I was in the jungle. The land just looked like it went on forever.
so this is one of our elephant habitats here.
That's where I was.
G and Blake showed a lot of real interest in the animals and how we do things, and those types of interactions are the easiest for us because that passion flows both ways. You look straight ahead, you see one of our white rhinos there next to the ride path. He'll be on our right side as we pull around here. This is lion.
Lion territory.
Yeah.
You see them right over there? So how do you keep them from jumping in the truck?
So there is a deep, wide moat between us and them.
Like a castle.
Like a castle, kind of. So you have our young male here, and you have 2 females. And that's what they would do in the wild. They'd use these rocky outcroppings to really get advantage. Females do most of the hunting.
Okay. Oh, that's
right?
interesting.
They do. And the males have been known to sleep for 18 hours a day.
We're your friends to the bitter end.
Hey, what's this?
Oh, hey guys. We're working with a little baby king vulture. He just took a bath and now we're doing some training out here on stage. I'm one of the people that takes care of all the birds. We do the presentations on stage, we do the husbandry backstage, we do all the training, we do a little bit of everything.
So I've always wondered, can actual vultures sing like the ones in the Jungle Book?
Well, vultures don't sing, but if you want to see a singing bird, have I got a bird for you?
I'd love to see it.
All right, buddy.
Whoa! And then we got to meet this incredible singing bird named Groucho.
This is Groucho. Groucho's a yellow-naped Amazon parrot. These guys are pretty impressive. They learn to mimic sounds, and he takes that mimicry thing to a whole new level. We'll see if he's ready to show you guys what we're talking about. You ready? Very cute. Groucho's an exceptional individual. I mean, all parrots have the ability to mimic speech, but not all of them necessarily want to do it. And he's a bird that came in singing songs that he already knew from when he was a pet, when he was much younger. We just worked to put that stuff on cue, but we've never seen another bird that can do that. That's Groucho.
Sweet.
He's unbelievable. He speaks better French than I do. Giraffes are so graceful and elegant, and they're actually really smart.
Hey, you see the giraffe out here kind of milling around?
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah, so they know it's the end of the day, so they're kind of waiting for us to call them, because that's what we do, is we bring them into their night quarters every evening to feed them and really get a good look at them. So one of the ways that we do that, just like your mom would call you and say, hey, G, come on in for dinner, we have this cowbell, and when I ring this cowbell, the giraffe kind of recognize that sound, and they'll start making their way over.
And do they all have an individual sound, or do they all use one?
All the giraffe use one sound. Each of the different animals that we have out in the savannah has their own unique sounds. We may use a whistle, we may use a triangle, dinner bell, we may use a little can full of rocks, things like that. So we want to make it unique so we can call individual animals in.
So should we try it
Yeah,
out?
you want to give it a go? Here we go.
Wow, look, they're all turning their heads.
Yeah, see, they're all turning their heads. And a lot of the other animals aren't paying attention, but they know this is their call. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and reinforce it one more time, and that's where you come in.
I would love to.
Okay, there you go. Give it a go.
That's so cool. When I rang the bell and all the giraffes turned their heads, it was amazing. I feel like an official animal trainer.
You are now, absolutely. Blake and G were great kids to meet. A lot of great questions, showed a lot of real interest. We spoke of training, we spoke of all the enrichment that we do, we talked about how we handle the animals on a daily basis and really provided the very best animal care that we possibly can.
Our mission was accomplished. We just needed one more shot of some animals, then our day would be complete.